Have you ever felt like you're just pretending to be a business owner? Like maybe you've started your online business, put your heart and soul in it, but you're facing zero sales? I know what that's like. And all of a sudden, that inner voice chimes in. Are you even qualified to call yourself an entrepreneur? I completely get it. I've been exactly where you are, and I know how unsettling it can feel. So let's talk about a topic that many of us face, but few of us openly talk about: imposter syndrome. Imposter syndrome, especially when you're just starting out. We're going to tackle this head on and work to build your confidence, even if you haven't made your first sale yet. So grab a notebook or something to jot down, because I'm going to give you some tips. Today is all about shifting your mindset and setting yourself up for a long-term success with these 10 steps, so stay till the end, okay? Step 1, understand what's really happening. Imposter syndrome is the inner voice that's whispering things like, you're not good enough, you don't belong here, or you're just straight up faking it. It's surprisingly common, especially among people who are stretching their limits like we are, which means you're on the right track. When you're starting out, those feelings can be amplified because everything is new, uncertain, and it's a bit intimidating. At least for me it was. But here's the truth bomb. Even the most successful people face imposter syndrome. Yes, so you're in good company. Let's break it down and find ways to build your confidence over time. Step 2, remember, everyone starts at zero. Every single successful business owner out there once had zero sales, zero followers, and zero clients. Think of people like Jeff Bezos, who began Amazon by selling books from his garage. It wasn't fancy, it wasn't glamorous. It was just a simple beginning. Even the entrepreneur you admire the most probably started from scratch. So whenever that self-doubt creeps in, remind yourself that the journey to success starts at zero. Every step forward is progress, and you're writing your own success story right now. Step 3, focus on learning over perfection. That's really hard to do, but perfection can be paralyzing, at least it is for me. Instead of worrying about every little detail, start focusing on what you can learn along the way. Take it one day at a time and focus on small, manageable steps. For example, if you're launching a product, maybe today's goal is to just write the product description or take a few photos. What you need to do is celebrate the small wins. Did you set up your website? Created your first product listing? Each small win is a step forward towards your big goal. Progress, no matter how tiny it seems, I know it's hard, is worth celebrating. Remember, every successful entrepreneur learns by doing, not by waiting for things to be perfect. So don't fall into that trapping. Before I get to step 4, be sure to download my free business checklist. It's completely free and it's very helpful to stay organized with your to-do list when you're getting things started. And I also have some other freebies rolling out, so be sure to subscribe so you'll know when they drop. Okay, step 4, build your knowledge base. That's very important. When you're just starting, learning from others is invaluable. If you can, find business owners in your niche who inspire you and start observing what they do, what works for them. Take some notes, track trends, and see how they handle challenges. But here's the twist. Don't just be a passive observer. Connect with online communities that are similar to what you're doing, or join groups related to your industry, like maybe a meetup, and participate in discussions. And don't underestimate the power of sharing what you're learning with other people. That was a real challenge for me because I didn't want to share until I had all of the answers and I was successful as I thought I should be. But when you teach or discuss what you've learned, it kind of solidifies your understanding to build your confidence. Step 5, create a wins folder. Now that is one of my favorite things, create a wins folder. This tip can be a game changer. Every positive comment, every kind message, every little piece of encouragement you get, save it. Screenshot messages from customers or supportive friends. Save any kind of email you get or keep notes about small victories. That's something that I use today. I often look at a text from a friend that told me I was going to be successful. It could be as simple as, hey, I got my first follower today, or someone asked about my product. On tough days, when doubt kicks in, open that wins folder up. It's a reminder that you're making progress and making a difference in your business goals. That validation isn't everything, but it's a powerful reminder of how far you come. Step 6, take action despite the fear. Despite the fear, here's a fact. Confidence doesn't come before you take action. It comes because you take action. Start with one small action each day. It could be reaching out to a potential client, posting about your business on social media, or sending one marketing email. Action creates momentum, and momentum creates results. Fear will be there, but act anyway. The more steps you take, the smaller the fear becomes. And remember, courage isn't the absence of fear, it's the willingness to move forward even with it. Step 7, shift your mindset. I know we've heard it before, but mindset is everything. Instead of saying, I haven't made any sales, say, I'm building my foundation. Replace I'm not qualified with I'm learning and growing every day. Small mindset shifts like these, it makes a huge difference. When a challenge arises, see it as a learning opportunity instead of a setback. Challenges aren't roadblocks. They're the stepping stones that build resilience and character. And I had to learn that the hard way, but if I can, so can you. 3 more to go. Really quick, I made a video about the importance of storytelling in business to get attention to your business and your brand story. I'll leave a link to it in the description, so be sure to check it out. All right, step 8, let me share a personal story. When I first started, I felt like a complete fraud, and sometimes I still do. I have 2 websites and one is still a work in progress, but my first art website was basic, my product photos weren't great, and I constantly worried about what other people were gonna think. But I kept showing up. I showed up even when I felt insecure about it, even when I didn't know if it would work out. And now looking back, I'm grateful that I didn't let those doubts win. I've come a long way. I'm not where I want to be, and I still have a ways to go, but every small step, it made a huge difference. Remember, the biggest breakthroughs often come after the biggest doubts happen, after we just want to give up. So keep pushing, and I hope my story will kind of motivate you. Step 9, connect with others at your level. One of the best things you can do is find an accountability partner with a new entrepreneur just like you. There's something incredibly motivating about sharing, what you're doing with someone who understands the ups and downs. And when you connect with others that are facing the same challenges, you'll feel less isolated and a little bit more understood and actually more inspired. The last step, step 10, is set realistic expectations. This is a mistake I made. I set the bar really high. It's easy to get discouraged if you set unrealistic goals, and that's personal to you. Your first month probably won't bring in hundreds of sales, but it may. Whether it does or not, that's okay. But set what you believe is an achievable goal instead. Maybe it's reaching 10 followers or even getting just 1 sale. Every tiny goal that you reach, it builds confidence and paves the way for bigger milestones. Each step forward, no matter how tiny, is a victory. And again, you may start off with a big goal like 1,000 sales, and that's okay. Remember, feeling like an imposter doesn't mean that you are one. It means you're pushing yourself, stepping outside your comfort zone, and challenging yourself to grow. That's something to be proud of, so give yourself some grace. The fact that you're even here watching this video, it means a lot to me, and it means you're already taking action, and that's more than most people do. So don't let those feelings of self-doubt hold you back. Instead, let them remind you that you're on a growth path. If you're ready to build your confidence, drop a comment below with 1 step that you'll be taking today. I'd love to hear from you and cheer you on. Don't forget to like this video if it helped you and you feel like a little less alone in this whole process. And subscribe for more if you like this type of discussion. Bye.